Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Shotgunner on Crack build. Now it's the end of Halloween. I thought it'd be fitting to upload a Back for Blood video, and a lot of you have been asking me to do a shotgun and share my shotgun build with you. Now, a couple of these cards still don't work, and I'm going to give you all the swap out cards. I'm going to start from the beginning, and when I get to the point of the swap out cards, I'll let you know what cards you could swap out for the moment. Ideally, once these two cards, though, are fixed, this will be the build. First off, we have Shell Carrier. This could be moved down a little bit if you want, but I have it at the beginning. 30% shotgun ammo capacity, 10% damage with shotguns. Next up, Buckshot Bruiser has been fixed. So if you have tried this in the past and you realized it was just completely broken, because it was, this actually works now. You're not going to gain an insane amount of temporary health, but you're going to gain 1 to a couple health off every landed shot. So Buckshot Bruiser now is good, especially to keep your health up while you're getting swarmed. If you get a horde, you can get like 5 of them coming at you at once. It takes a little bit of time to take them out with the shotgun, so this is really nice. Next up, we're going right for the reload speed. Like I said, this is a shotgunner on crack for reload and multiple reasons. We're going to take the 40 and then we're going to take the 50% reload speed. You're going to reload that Super 90 and AA12 so fast. And by the way, those are the two recommended guns. You should be using one or the other as soon as you get your hands on one. Next up, we have Quick Kill. Because Mag Coupler removes the aim down sight, that means 100% of the time we're getting hip fire accuracy. So we got to boost that hip fire accuracy a little bit. We're still good at our close to mid range, but until you put on Quick Kill, I really wouldn't be firing too many long range shots. Don't try to take the tall boy out real long range, the one that's not even aggroed on you yet, that's long distance. But once you got Quick Kill on, yeah, you can take those shots and put in some serious damage. Next up, we have Rolling Thunder. Now, this is going to be not really a swap out card because it still holds 10% extra damage, but it could be moved down a little bit. The 35% move speed while firing with shotguns currently is broken and still doesn't work. I'm assuming it will be fixed in the near future because they have been fixing some of these cards. But once it is fixed, it definitely should be over here, like in the 6th position, because you get 10% extra damage and you get 35% move speed while firing. So while you got to back up, you can fire and back up really quick and avoid the slam. So yes, this is highly useful. Next up, because we're not using aim down sight, we're going to take 15% damage resistance and 10 health. A beautiful 25 with no downside to the build. Next up, we got Numb. Gain another 15% damage resistance while we have temporary health. As long as we're landing shots, we have temporary health. So we basically always have 15% damage resistance unless we get blindsided and we haven't hit anything for a couple of seconds. So Numb is really nice. Now, Face Your Fears is questionable. I like it, but it doesn't actually need to be in the deck. I'm going to give you some swap out cards for a lot of the people that aren't going to run Face Your Fears. You will get a lot of 2 meter kills with the shotgun build, and it's really great when you do get overrun to not take damage, but here are some alternatives if you want to play a little bit more for the win and less if you do get overrun. We have Glass Cannon. Now, that gives you 25% extra damage, but minus 30% health. So 30%, that's not minus 30, it's minus 30% health. So it is a very heavy two-edged sword. Next up, we have Canned Goods for plus 40 health, minus 30 stamina. We don't need much stamina in this build, especially with the move speed that we already have when firing, and the fact that the shotgunner doesn't really run much. He runs more to catch up. It's a lot more close to mid-range combat and holding down rooms than it actually is running. So the minus 30 stamina doesn't make or break us, especially when the fact that we are going to run cross trainers in this build. And next up, we have Run Like Hell for 15% move speed, minus 20% accuracy for 3% when taking damage. That minus 20% accuracy with the shotgun when we're firing mostly close to mid-range anyway doesn't make or break us, so we just get 15% extra move speed, which is really nice. And the last swap out card is Confident Killer. I mean, there's not too many more good cards past these 15 that are really good, I mean, you're going to get 15% extra damage by the end of the board. I had it in the last position previously, but I swapped it out for silver bullets, but it is a contender to be swapped out. So next up, we do have our next set card in the deck, and this is Cross Trainers. We are taking a little bit negative stamina in the deck. This gives us 3% extra move speed, which is really good. The more move speed we have, the better with the shotgun build. Ideally, I really do like Run Like Hell. I really wasn't struggling, and I figure once this gets fixed, you don't really need Run Like Hell, and that's why I'm not putting it in at the moment. But yeah, until those cards are fixed, Rolling Thunder and Hellfire, until they're fixed, you might want to put Run Like Hell. That would be my top choice. But yeah, we're going to take Cross Trainers for the 20% stamina, 20% stamina regen, 3% move speed, and 5 health. Overall, it gives us a lot of what we need in minimal increments, but yeah, it gives you 4 things, a little boost of what you need, so it's nice. Next up, we're going to take 10% damage and 5% health, and we can take that 20% stamina efficiency because we're only sprinting here or there mostly with the build, so we can take that hit. Next up, we get 5% move speed, and this is the other swap out card in the deck. Easily swap this out for one of the other ones I mentioned earlier as the swap out cards. It will be really nice when it works for the move speed while firing, but at the moment you only get the 5% move speed while not firing boost. This is the card that you want once this card actually works, but for the moment swap it out for one of the other cards. These could be moved up as well a couple positions, especially if you get a boss card, a corruption card. Definitely try taking one of these. You can even move one of these up into the 10 position very easily. 50% weak spot damage, no downside because we're not ADSing anyway. 30% weak spot damage, no downside because we're not ADSing. And lastly, we have 10% bullet damage, 150% bullet penetration. Don't expect any crazy bullet penetration with the shotgun. At most, you're probably going to shoot through 2 zombies because the shotgun has a base, very low base bullet penetration to begin with. So you're not going to shoot through an entire crowd with your spread, but you get 10% extra damage, which is really nice, and you can shoot through, generally hit the second zombie behind the first one. So it's nice. 5% copper minus mutation killed is really nothing. And that's my best build for shotgun right now. The shotgunner on crack. You're going to reload insanely fast with the 50 and the 40 on the Super 90 and the AA12. I was really impressed with the 90% reload speed on both of them. Very rarely did I have to punch the dudes off me to reload, and when I did, I fucking had a full clip again. Definitely look out for extended mag is definitely one of the top ones you want on both of them. Move speed on your stock is really good. Accuracy is really nice as well. And if you can't get the extended mag, then go for the extra damage. And obviously go for whatever the highest scope is, because you're not going to be aiming with the scope anyway, so you're just getting bonus weak point damage. And that is my shotgunner on crack build.